Hi, and thanks for joining another episode of More to Media on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Jeff Swartz, and I have a really interesting guest with me today. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to the research and brand strategy space. I'm very excited to have Carly Fink from Provoke Insights. She's the president over there. Thanks for being on the show, Carly.
No problem. I'm excited to be here.
So when I think of your company, there's two things that come to mind immediately. It's short, it's concise, it's research and brand strategy. But in your own words, for your 30-second elevator pitch, how would you describe Provoke?
Sure. We are the synergy between branding, advertising, media with research. So really what we do is, if you have a dartboard and you have to go right to the center of the dartboard, instead of being blindfolded, we take off that blindfold so you have the most accurate strategy and recommendations.
I love it. And in some of your prep questions, one of the things that you said, I'm going to look at my screen so I get it right, is that market research is a crucial step in any marketing initiative. So I'm kind of curious, because it's also one of those things that maybe some people are like, oh, I know who my audience is. I know what's going on already, those kind of things. I'm just going to go after it. But how does market research in particular elevate a company's marketing and advertising and media efforts?
Sure. So key thing is making sure you're very precise who your target audience is, because, a brand or the owner of the company or whoever it is thinks they might know it, but there might be things that they don't know, or there might be an opportunity of someone who's not being targeted correctly. So it really helps you target and aim to get the most return on your investment. So, and plus you can see also when you do research, you can understand where your competitors are and where you are, and sort of where is the largest opportunity.
Cool. And can you share one of your favorite stories that took a business from saying, I'm not sure if I need this, or doing something different to starting to work with you all, and the noticeable differences that you've been able to produce for them? Can you give me a case study or an example?
Sure. Well, everyone that we work with, to be honest, is either a very well-funded startup or, a company that's international that's now thinking about to enter the U.S., or brands that need to rebrand. But a great example of this is, for example, we had a major, bad market right now, but major cryptocurrency company that they were in 100 countries outside the U.S. And this is going back about, 5 years ago, and they're entering the U.S. market at the time. And they were just expecting to target the same way that they target all the other European countries. But, at the time, crypto had a very different feel for it. The way that people invest in other countries is very different. So they really needed to understand not only who their target audience is, but how messaging has to be tailored to this company. And just to let you know, since then, they were not in the U.S. at all. Last year, they were, February of 2022, they actually had their Super Bowl advertising playing. So that's how they've come from a country that's zero presence in the United States to having quite a strong presence and all over the Super Bowl. So there is a way of entering and really knowing who your audience is, so you can target them and be very successful.
Awesome. I love hearing real life cases and real life stories and everything, instead of talking about theories. And I know that that's one of many that you all have. With technology and with advancements and how things are moving so quickly, when it comes to what you do, how do you leverage tech to put together the market research initiatives and the brand strategy that you develop?
So I'm actually also a professor too. I teach at Baruch, NYU. I've taught. I lecture at BU. And one of the biggest things that I see is people are always very excited for the latest technology, and they want to be part of it. But before you even go to that area, you really need to understand what the strategy is first. So we always say, what is the strategy? Who's your audience? How would they most often use the strategy, or how they interact with the brand? And then we think about how the technology interacts with it. Now, for technology that we use, one of the things that's really important to understand is that Now with today, and with COVID, we used to do focus groups in person all the time. That's definitely has changed. Everything is virtual or Zoom. We also have a focus group capability that uses AI and crowdsourcing. We also have that for transcripts as well. For survey research that we do, there really hasn't been much change for technology. But what's really important is our clients want to know what technologies to use, and doing secondary research, surveys, or focus groups, we really understand who your audience is and how they interact with technology and what they should be using.
Awesome. I love it. And we could talk about so much more of this, but you've almost shifted my thought of your company a little bit as well too, to you're like a clarifying company. Like you give clarity as well too. This goes beyond just like the market research and the strategy, but it makes a lot more confident clarity into a whole bunch of different areas. So I love talking with you, Carly. Thank you so much for being on the show. And thank you for watching the show, More to Media, presented by Daily Ad Brief. For more information on Carly and Provoke Insight, we'll have the details at dailyadbrief.com, and you can reach out to her, follow her. She's got a lot of great other insight as well too, and is a fantastic thought leader. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on More to Media.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.